During the July 7th school committee meeting, Superintendent Dan Gutekunst provided the committee with an update on federal stimulus monies headed to Needham's public schools.
We now know where the dollars are trickling down and falling down.
Under the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act, the federal government is providing Needham with more than $700,000 in special education funding for fiscal year 2010. The school system is also expected to receive just over $1 million in state fiscal stabilization funds. The superintendent proposed to use the money to backfill programs reduced due to budget cuts.
There are dollars, and they're not insignificant, but they're much fewer than we had anticipated to do investment in the school system.
School committee member John O'Leary criticized the superintendent's plan. He said spending the temporary federal dollars to pay salaries and make up for cut circuit breaker funding would create problems down the line.
So I look at this as a very sobering list in the sense that a lot of these are going to be unsustainable salary related or tuition, and for the case of SPED in some cases, situations that when this money, if this money is not replenished, which it's likely not to be, we're going to be facing a very, very difficult situation.
Assistant Superintendent Christine Brumbach defended the proposal, saying an item identified as professional development was a placeholder for several projects to be determined.
I'm working with directors and principals and teachers to figure out what's the best way to use that money, and we're getting close. I now have a sheet with sort of amounts of money and different projects targeted.
O'Leary responded that the money should be used on physical items that the school department could buy now, rather than waiting until a choice had to be made between paying for purchases and salaries without the stimulus money.
We set ourselves up for for a more difficult day of reckoning somewhere down the line, and I'm not sure that we've struck the right balance between filling holes that we have today and looking out for our best interest down the road.
School Department Finance Director Ann Gulati said that if the stimulus money was still needed in fiscal year 2011, the school department could carry it over. She also said more money could come from the feds and the state that fiscal year.
We expect to receive, or have the potential to receive, some additional stimulus in fiscal 11, although we don't believe that will be very great.
The school department will continue to deliberate on how to spend the money and announce further proposals sometime next month, according to Superintendent Dan Gutekunst. For the Needham Channel News, this is Steve Bagley.